Greetings, all you loyal viewers. Today we're coming to you because we want to network ourselves out. And recently, I've had one of my fans leave a comment saying how much I resemble the Penguin. Now, this inspired me. The Batman movie is all about casting new, unknown actors for roles that they're extremely well suited for. And quite frankly, I believe that I would make the perfect Penguin for the next Batman movie. So this is an open letter to Warner Brothers to cast me as Oswald Cobblepot, the greatest villain mastermind in Gotham history.
The greatest villain mastermind in Gotham history?
Indeed, he's the only person that Batman has ever said in several comic books, "He's actually smarter than me."
Wow, I must have missed those issues.
You obviously weren't reading them. Of course, I have read several comics with the Penguin. Penguin is an interesting character. Now then, I know my look is a little unique, but let's face it, with this whole Batman series, they're trying to update the characters and make them a little more contemporary and urban. And I have that going on in spades. And I, unlike everyone else who played the Penguin, understand the character because I've read it on several occasions. Every book with the Penguin in I've read. See, it's a common misconception, for example, that the Penguin was from a wealthy family. Now, if you read the Penguin story, he was not from a wealthy family. He was actually from a middle-class family. His mother owned an aviary. His father died when he was young due to pneumonia, which is why he had to carry around an umbrella, something that the bullies used to use to beat him up with until he sharpened it and attacked them with it. Well, there was a bully that used to beat him up called Sharky, another villain from Gotham. Then he got his revenge by working out, mastering the arts of fisticuff and martial arts. He wasn't just some fat loser. No, he actually was tough in a fight. He pushed himself to the limits of human strength and endurance. Granted, he was still a bit chunky, but like me, I tend to think of it as this. He was built like a gym wall. Solid, strong, and hard, but with a bit of extra padding on the outside. Now, the thing about the Penguin is, what motivates him isn't that he's some mutant, hideous freak like they did in some of the movies. No, he was actually a rather attractive guy, but...
The Penguin? Attractive?
But...
Needle nose?
Hey, you leave the nose out of it. After all, people have compared me to the Penguin, and I am sexy. Very sexy.
Okay!
Now, the thing about the Penguin is he's motivated by three things. He's motivated by revenge. He desires revenge against everyone that wronged him and society that rejected him, that wouldn't accept him because he didn't look like the classical good-looking male. He's also motivated by vanity. He's extremely egotistical and intelligent, but Batman always said vanity was his biggest weakness, that if he worked through underlings instead of engaging in crimes himself, he would never be able to stop him. And, of course, his final motivation is his lust for adventure. One might even say it's histrionicism. If he was insane, he would be histrionic. Well, I can relate to that, being a notable megalomaniac myself. And he is well versed in the literature, arts, and classic stories. And, well, he's a villain that has class. And is classy, yet still vicious and violent. No, some people make him a little too comical, but we could bring it back and make it appropriate for the current Batman genre by making him do what he's supposed to be. The happy-go-lucky, angry, vicious psychopath out to prove he is great in spite of the fact that he doesn't fit the classic Hollywood look. I think I would be perfect for it. And not only do I have the physical appearance and the attitude and the understanding of the character, I also have the name. I am Jonwayne Stricker, and a name like that ought to be a Hollywood movie star or perhaps a country western singer, although I don't like country that much. So, everyone, tell me, can you find a better physical match for the Penguin than me? Granted, there are some people that might say that I'm a little too tall to play the Penguin. Of course, there's camera angles and things that could take care of that. But I'd like to point out that a certain actor who was 6'4" played Wolverine, who was just a little over 5 feet tall, known as Shorty. And the fans embrace that. Well, when they see me playing the Penguin, beating the living snot out of Batman, people will, of course, welcome the new image.
If you're gonna play Penguin, can I play Clayface?
I think you should play Knuckles, the Penguin's right-hand man.
I'd rather play Clayface.
Yes, but you can play Knuckles, the Penguin's
I don't want to
right-hand
play Knuckles. I want to play Clayface.
What do you have against Knuckles?
I want to be Clayface.
Knuckles appeared several times in the comic
Nobody
books.
knows who Knuckles is aside from you.
Everyone knows who
Nobody knows.
Knuckles is the Penguin's right-hand man. His main goon.
I want to be Clayface. I don't want to be Knuckles. Nobody knows who Knuckles is. Knuckles sounds like any generic hood.
Well, you'll have to discuss that with Warner Brothers. In any case, Clayface. Everyone, I'm asking all my billions and billions and billions of potential viewers to pass this video around and vote for me for Penguin. If you don't, we're going to hunt you down and put the freeze on you. We'll pluck out your eyes and rip you apart. We will use you as bait for the Capon Crusader. You will suffer.
Okay. One last question for you. Now, if in their infinite stupidity they decide not to play or use the Penguin in the next movie, would you play the Riddler? Because I'd love to see you in those green tights. I think I'm not long for this world, so let's say goodbye for now. Night.